On October 13, 2007, the tranquil beauty of Thailand's Khao Sok National Park was shattered by a tragedy that would leave an indelible mark on the world of adventure tourism. The Nam Talu Cave, a popular attraction for thrill seekers, became the site of a devastating incident that claimed 8 lives and left a sole survivor to bear witness to the ordeal. This is the story of the Nam Talu Cave disaster, a tale of natural wonder, human error, and the unforgiving power of nature. Nam Talu Cave is nestled within the lush landscapes of Khao Sok National Park in southern Thailand. Stretching 750 meters into the earth, this wild cave system has long attracted explorers and tourists alike. Unlike many commercialized cave attractions, Nam Talu remains largely untouched by human development. There are no artificial walkways, no installed lighting systems, just the pure, uncontaminated essence of a natural cave. The cave's allure lies in its pristine formations. Stalactites hang like stone icicles from the ceiling, while stalagmites reach upwards from the cave floor, sometimes meeting to form impressive columns. Underground streams carve their way through the limestone, creating a dynamic and ever-changing environment. The cave is home to a diverse ecosystem, including various species of bats, insects, and occasionally, more dangerous inhabitants like venomous spiders and snakes. However, the beauty of Nam Talu Cave is matched only by its potential for danger. The cave system is particularly treacherous during Thailand's monsoon season, which typically runs from July to October. During this period, sudden and intense rainfall can lead to rapid flooding within the cave, turning serene passageways into raging underground rivers in a matter of minutes. It was against this backdrop that Helena Carroll, 21, and John Cullen, 24, arrived in Thailand in the autumn of 2007. The young couple from Solihull, UK, were starting on what they hoped would be the adventure of a lifetime, a year-long world tour that would take them across Southeast Asia, Australia, and Japan. Their journey brought them to Thailand, where they spent time working at an elephant sanctuary near Pattaya on the Eastern Gulf. It was here that they met a fellow traveler who regaled them with tales of an exhilarating cave tour in the southern province. Captivated by the description of untamed beauty and the promise of adventure, Helena and John decided to add Nam Talu Cave to their bucket list. Upon arriving in the vicinity of Khao Sok National Park, the couple attempted to book a tour with an official guide. However, they were met with stern warnings about the dangers of entering Nam Talu Cave during the monsoon season. The official guide adamantly advised against the expedition, stating that it was extremely treacherous and that they might not return if they attempted to enter. On the morning of October 13, 2007, the sun shone brightly over Khao Sok National Park. There wasn't a cloud in the sky as Helena and John prepared for their cave expedition. They were joined by a diverse group of fellow adventurers, a German boy, Eddie Gampi, 10, and his mother, 2 Swiss girls, Amberia Fischer, 17, and Sarah Fischer, 15, along with their stepmother, Rosemarie Schmidt, 48, and father, Benno Fischer, 49. The group was led by 2 Thai guides, Kitsak Pradam, 30, and Sahachai Bonkong, 25, the latter serving as the boatman. The journey to Nam Talu Cave began with a 2-hour boat trip across the serene waters of Chiaolan Lake. The group then commenced a 2-hour trek through dense, insect-filled jungle. The humid air buzzed with the sounds of exotic birds and insects, creating an atmosphere of wild anticipation. Helena, despite her initial nervousness about insects in the dark, found herself caught up in the thrill of exploration. Upon reaching the cave entrance, the group noted the presence of shallow water, approximately 50 centimeters deep. Slowly, they entered the cave on foot. The interior of Nam Talu was both ominous and beautiful. The cave's ceiling glistened with the reflected eyes of bats in the beams of their headlamps. Water dropped steadily, creating a constant background rhythm to their exploration. As they ventured deeper, the group's excitement grew. They marveled at the alien atmosphere, surrounded by ancient rock formations and the echoes of their own voices. The cave's chambers opened up before them, revealing hidden nooks and crannies where creatures sought shelter from the outside world. Approximately 20 minutes into their journey, the group noticed the water level beginning to rise, quickly reaching their knees. This sudden change sparked concern among the tourists and guides alike. At this moment, the true danger of their situation became apparent. Without warning, a thunderous roar echoed through the cave. The group looked up in horror to see a massive wave of water rushing towards them at breakneck speed. Panic ensued as everyone scrambled to find higher ground. The water level rose from 50 centimeters to 10 meters in mere minutes, transforming the cave into a death trap. In the chaos, Helena and John spotted a high ledge they believed they could reach. As they clambered towards safety, Helena slipped. John caught her and lifted her to the ledge. In the struggle, both lost their torches, plunging them into near total darkness. Helena and John watched in horror as the rest of their group was engulfed by the surging waters. The force of the current was overwhelming, leaving no chance for resistance. Helena later recounted, "The first thing we saw was the tour guide and the 10-year-old German boy being dragged away. Then the Swiss couple and their 2 lovely girls." As the water continued to rise, John made the fateful decision to seek help. He believed that if he could swim with the current, he might be able to exit the cave and bring back rescue. Despite Helena's protests, John prepared to enter the raging waters. His last words to Helena were, "If we stay here, we're going to die." With that, John slipped into the current, immediately swept away by its immense force. Helena watched in despair as her soulmate disappeared into the darkness, screaming, "I love you," before being submerged. Left alone on the ledge, Helena faced a nightmare scenario. She was trapped in pitch-black darkness, surrounded by venomous spiders, angry bats, and other insects. The ledge became both her sanctuary and her prison for the next 16 hours. During this time, Helena experienced a range of emotions and physical challenges. The cold seeped into her bones as she sat wearing only a bikini top, vest, and shorts. Thirst became an ever-present torment, eventually forcing her to drink the polluted cave water, thick with mud and animal feces. In the darkness, Helena's mind raced with fear and despair. She considered throwing herself into the water to end her suffering quickly, reasoning that if the water kept rising, it would only lead to a more painful death. However, she resisted these thoughts, clinging to hope and the memory of John. To keep herself conscious and sane, Helena sang and prayed. She focused on a single glowworm on the cave wall, using it as a marker for the rising water level. If the water consumed the glowworm, she knew her time would be up. Meanwhile, outside the cave, a massive rescue operation was underway. An extensive search team combed the underwater maze, their efforts hampered by poor visibility and the cave's intricate layout. The fire brigade arrived but lacked the necessary cave diving expertise to assist effectively. Police divers took over the operation, but deteriorating visibility due to disturbed silt hampered their efforts. The three-dimensional nature of the underwater cave system, combined with limited visibility, made the search incredibly challenging. After what felt like an eternity to Helena, she heard shouts echoing through the cave. A local man speaking broken English and armed only with a bamboo cane had ventured deep into the cave after other rescuers had given up hope of finding survivors. This courageous individual guided Helena out of the cave to safety. Upon emerging from the cave, Helena was confronted with the grim reality of the situation. The bodies of her fellow explorers had been recovered and laid out on the shore. Helena's relief at being rescued quickly turned to shock and grief. She had held on to hope that John might have survived, perhaps waiting for her at the pier. The rescuers, in an attempt to shield her from immediate trauma, initially told her that John was waiting in an ambulance. However, upon reaching the pier and finding no sign of him, the devastating truth was revealed. Helena described the moment of realization. "I saw John's body in a box next to one of the beautiful little Swiss girls. It was awful. John is a big man, 14 stone, and everybody remarked how big he was. I wanted to be left alone, but it was impossible." The victims were identified as Swiss nationals Benno Fischer, Rosemarie Schmidt, Amberea Fischer, and Sarah Fischer, German national Eddie Geimp, British national John Cullen, and Thai nationals Kitsak Pratum and Sahajai Bungkong. Helena struggled to come to terms with the loss of John and the horrific experiences she had endured. She said, "I cannot believe I am the only survivor. I can't believe my John is dead. 1 minute I was in what I thought was the most beautiful place in the world. The next thing there is death all around me." Local tour operators also emphasized the dangers of visiting Nam Talu Cave during the monsoon season. Pa Nipatong, manager of Trekking Thai Eco Tours, explained their policy. "Our tours to the cave begin at the end of October, when the water is okay up until the second week of May. We do not take tourists to Nam Talu in the rainy season at all." If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to True Perils, and share your insights in the comments below.